Good afternoon, everyone. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge the Minister for Community and Cultural Development, the Honorable Arlene Scott, JPMP. Our Minister is sitting at the head table. My role today, right now, as the Director of Youth, Sport and Recreation, is to welcome you to the 20th National Junior Sponsorship Awards Program. One of the programs and events that our department is really proud of. And this event is headed up by our Senior Sports Development Officer, Mr. Kelvin Simons. And today I'm just going to do the welcome. And at this time, I'd like for our Minister to come and give a few words of encouragement.
We are here today to celebrate the accomplishments of our junior athletes and to encourage their development as they pursue their athletic and personal goals and aspirations. Our junior athletes continue to excel in the sporting arena, as was clearly evident in the recently concluded Carifta Games in the Bahamas and Jamaica, and also the recent Open Cup tournament success of our under 16 and under 14 boys. And of course, the many things that we do in sailing and cycling and just about every sport, because our youth are doing a great job. These achievements have set the standard for the rest of the year. As Bermuda's youth will be involved in a plethora of sporting events this year, I encourage all of Bermuda to support our young people as they proudly represent us. Today, I am honored and humbled to be standing before this group of outstanding young athletes who serve as a beacon, ray of hope for the entire community. I know that the road you have chosen to travel can and will be difficult and filled with pitfalls at times, but I encourage you to be steadfast and know that along with all of Bermuda, we are proud of you. Your peers may not say it, but they too are proud of you and want to see you succeed. The National Junior Sponsorship Awards Program is in its 20th year and has awarded more than $800,000 towards the development of approximately 138 young athletes. The 12 recipients this year will join an illustrious group of recipients. Many of our recipients have excelled in their chosen sport and have made us proud with their successes both on and off the field. Ms. Kira Aiken, our guest speaker and Olympian, former Athlete of the Year, was also a recipient of this awards program. I am sure that her insightful remarks will be an inspiration to us all. The primary purpose of the National Junior Athlete Sponsorship Awards Program is to provide encouragement and incentives to Bermudian junior athletes who clearly show commitment, promise, and achievement in their sport. Thank you to the Department of Youth, Sport, and Recreation for your running this event for 20 years. Thank you to the athletes, their parents, coaches, national sports governing bodies, clubs, and the community. I know that in the not too distant future, we will all see you competing in the international arena and really look forward to your continued progress. Thank you and congratulations.
Mr. Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in 1988, our guest speaker was one of 9 athletes that received a National Junior Sponsorship Award. She attended Salters Grammar School and graduated in 2001. From Salters, she went to Dalhousie University, where she graduated with a bachelor's degree in computer science in 2006. From 2006 to 2012, after graduating from Dalhousie, our speaker, in order to continue swimming at a higher level, swam with the Barcelona Swim Club in Spain. Our guest speaker is one of Bermuda's most distinguished and accomplished athletes. Over the past 10 years, she has competed in the Olympics twice, 3 times in the Commonwealth Games, 3 times in the Pan American Games, and 3 times in the World Championships. She also is a 3-time Female Athlete of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together and welcome to the podium our 2-time Olympian, Ms. Kira Aiken.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to congratulate all the young athletes we have here to receive their awards. It's really overwhelming how much talent we have on this island. I was a recipient of this award 15 years ago, and back then I had no idea what an incredible journey I was starting out on. I remember my coach at the time, she spoke when I received my award, and I remember her saying that not only do I know Kira can go to the Olympics in 5 years' time, but I think she can make it next year as well. And that's the only thing I remember about that day. It was a long time ago, but that stood out in my mind because it really took me by surprise. I thought, no way that's gonna happen. I put that away in, my wildest dreams category, and I thought that it was never gonna come out of that place. I mean, the Olympics, that's every swimmer's ultimate goal. I think I have always been pretty realistic with my goals. That was a really important tool for me throughout my career. Maybe I would go to sleep at night dreaming of winning an Olympic gold medal and, of course, breaking a world record in the process. But then when 6 a.m. came and I was diving into a cold pool, reality would set in. Faraway dreams just didn't cut it. Something that seemed so impossible couldn't motivate me then. Something that might happen in 2 or 3 years' time wouldn't even get me out of bed. My focus had to turn to my immediate goals, the next meet coming up or the next practice that I had to be ready for. The next thing I need to do just to get to the next level, to take it one more step. Having goals that I knew were achievable kept me going. They kept me going back to practice every day and pushing myself harder and harder during those practices. Of course, there were other things that motivated me as well, such as the approval of my coach or the admiration of my teammates, or just being able to frustrate the boys when I beat them in practice. But these goals I'm talking about that are immediate were always the consistent factor. When I was too tired to care what anybody else thought of me, or I had to drag myself to the pool to train alone, my goals are what kept me going. Real, obtainable goals that I consciously set for myself. I thought about them and wrote them down. I thought about where I wanted to be mid-season or at the end of the season. That is what pushed me along. I would reach a goal that I had set for myself, then aim a bit higher. Before I even realized it, that my wildest dreams were coming true, I was walking into a stadium with thousands of people in Athens for the Olympic Games. It was an incredible, incredible experience. 5 years earlier, that was an impossible feat in my mind. 5 years earlier, when my coach made those statements, I was thinking, yeah, right. That's something that I can't imagine doing. I got there one small step at a time, always focusing just on the next goal that I had. A goal that may have been difficult, but that I knew I could achieve. I knew I had the ability to reach it if I tried hard enough. I want to tell you that you should have those big dreams. You should think about where ultimately you want to go. They're important as well. I know that what drives a lot of athletes is making it big, and that's good, but they start to focus on one thing, the thing that they think is most important, and they lose sight of what they need to do to get there. The process isn't easy, and sometimes it's not fun at all, but it's worth it, because that's the only way you'll get there, the only way you'll get what you really want. You should remember that there are a lot of steps you have to climb before you reach your big dream. It doesn't happen because you're wishing for it. You have to take it one step at a time, pushing yourself a little bit harder each time. You won't even realize that you have passed any limits you thought you may have had. That's how I did it. That's how I made it to the Olympics. before I knew what was happening, I was living out my dreams. I know that you all have your own unique experiences, but I think that you all just get there one step at a time, and I hope that you take the time to think about your goals, the goals that will get you to where ultimately you want to go. Congratulations again to the young athletes, and I look forward to hearing about all your successes in the future. Thank you.